Hi, and welcome to the first Microsoft Office Excel Users Group webinar. Today's topic is how to extract value or data from a data set using the index and match functions. I'm Gamey. I've set up in this workbook the data sheet containing the data we'll be using in this example. The example is actually going to depend on a database of new clients that were recorded in 4 different markets over a period of 1 year. So I've on the left side of the database across the rows my months, and I have on top of the values for the columns the markets. I'm going to first of all try to name 3 very important areas of this database. The first is the markets. So I'm going to highlight the 4 markets, and then I'm going to sit inside the name box. This is called the name box area in Microsoft Office Excel, and this example applies to both Office 2000, Office Excel 2003 and Microsoft Office Excel 2010. So I'm going to call this markets, and I have my rows labeled as months. The third area I want to name for the database is the values. I want to call it values, so we could always know what we are referring to. Now the report sheet is going to hold the report, and what I want to be able to do is to have a small application sitting here, so that based on my choice of the month or the market, I should be able to have the corresponding value returned in a particular cell. So I'm going to be entering into the market area in cell B1, and then I'm going to have in cell B2 the month. So this is where I'm going to have my values. Now when I type market and month, I want to see the number of clients in this cell. Okay, now how do we do this? We are going to use 2 functions, the index and then the match function. I believe if you already know what the index function is, what we want to do is to be able to actually use the match function to perform a 2-way lookup from the database and extract the value we are looking for. So we want to set here a match for the market. Okay, so we are going to have match for market. Let me call it market match. Then we are going to have the month match as well. I'm basically going to use the match function to get the exact position of the market or month from the record set we named earlier in our data sheet. So for the market, remember we called these 4 cells as markets. So I'm going to have here equal to match, which returns the relative position of an item in an array that matches a specific value in a specified order. The lookup value is to look for whatever is contained in cell B1 for markets, comma, and then the lookup array is market, which we named. Remember, we named market in our data sheet, comma. The match type could be 0, 1, or -1. If we enter 0, we get an exact match, and that's what we want to go for. So we match the correct or accurate market that was entered in cell B1. I'm going to enter that. I have a #NA error because you realize there's no value in B1, so it's lacking 1 argument. For the month function, is going to be similar to what we did for the market. The lookup is to look for whatever is in this cell, comma. The lookup array is the month, we called it month, and then the match type, again we are using the exact match. If I enter here a market, example Accra, I'm going to have one here because when I come to the data sheet, Accra is the first, is one of 1, 2, 3, 4 markets in the respective order. So if I should type Kumasi, I should get 1, 2, 3. I should get 3 returned as a position for Kumasi. And that's what shows here. The same for the month. So if I enter March, I get 3. If I enter December, I get 12. Now, to get the number of clients, we want to use the index function to extract the value based on the market that we entered. So the position of the market and the position of the month. This is how we do the index function. We hit equal to index, and what it basically does is to return a value or reference of the cells at the intersection of a particular row and column in a given range. In this example, the array we are extracting the data from is what we named as values. And then the row number is the month match, because we have the months on the rows of our values. So if I go to this cell and I click in B9, I've actually chosen whatever would be in cell B9 anytime we enter a month in B2 as the row number. Then I'm going to put a comma, and then for the column number, I'm going to go for the market match, because in our data we have the market sitting as the column labels. Let's go back to our report. I'm going to put the B8. Close this. I'm going to enter. Let me just hide this by going to color as white so we don't see it. So over here, what we basically have is for Kumasi in the month of December, we have 559 clients. Let's confirm that on our data sheet. Kumasi, December, 559. If I go back to the report, I can change Kumasi to Accra. Probably I want to see the records for October. 741 is what shows here, and in our data we have Accra, October 741. That's accurate. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this. See you again tomorrow on another topic. God bless.